Welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. I am Savita teacher and I am teaching grade 4 science. Dear student, before starting today's lesson, I want to ask you some questions. Name the places where plants grow. Listen carefully. My question is that name the places where plants grow. I want answer from each student. Yes, some students are saying plants grow on land. Yes. And some students are saying plants also grow in water bodies. Yes, you all are correct. Plants grow on land and in water bodies also. But I have some pictures for you to show that where you can see the plants. See, pictures are here. I am going to show you. You have seen, some of you have seen plants in desert. Yes, have you seen plants in desert? Yes. And some of you have seen plants in plains. Means regularly we stay here and we know that plants also grow in plains. And you also know that plants grow in snowy regions also. You can see the picture of plants in the picture. And plants also grow on mountains. And plants also grow in marshy places. Marshy places means where the soil is always covered with water. And you have seen that plants grow in lake, pond, river. So plants grow in water bodies also. And some of you have seen that plants grow under the oceans. Yes, everybody has seen plants in every places. You might be seeing in pictures. Some of you, whenever you are going for picnic or trip, you might be seen in desert, on lands, in plains or in hilly area. Yes. See here, plants grow in different places. Just now we have seen some pictures. Plants grow in deserts. Plants grow in plains. Plants grow in snowfall regions also. Plants grow in mountains. Plants also grow in marshy places. Plants grow in lake or water bodies, and some plants grow in deep in oceans. So you can see plants everywhere. But my question is that, one more question I want to ask you. Think and answer. Listen carefully what question I am asking. See here, the plant which is growing in water bodies, can it grow in desert? Yes, think and tell me whether this water lily can grow in desert. Yes, means by seeing that plants grow everywhere, just now we have seen. So might be some student are saying yes, and some student may say no. So one more question is there. If your answer is yes, then how it can grow? And if your answer is no, again question is there, why they will not grow? So we will find out the answer of this question in today's lesson. Let us go. Today we are going to learn lesson number 7, adaptation in plants. In this lesson, let us learn about why different plants and animals live in different environment. See, in this lesson we are going to learn why different plants and animals live in different environment, and the different types of plants, and we are also going to learn how plants are adapted to the environment in which they grow or live. Now see what we are going to learn in this lesson. Once again we will see. In this lesson we are going to learn about why different plants and animals live in different environment, the different types of plants, and how plants are adapted to the environment in which they grow. Now you all know that the plants and animals are living things. You know this, plants, animals, and we also are living things. And all living things need food, water, air, shelter, and right climate to survive. Are you getting what I am saying? All living things need food, water, air, shelter, and right climate to survive. These all living things need food, water, air, shelter, and right climate to survive. You know that living things, basic needs of living things are food, shelter, and water. So here air also we need and right climate to survive. So what are the basic need or the needs of living things? All living things need food, water, air, shelter, and right climate. Yes, these all are basic need of living things. Now, in last lesson, we have learnt that plants make food. Yes, and to make food, plants need what they need. Do you remember what we have learned? Yes, what plants need to make food? Yes, they need water. Yes, are you giving answer? Very good. Plants need water, air, sunlight. Yes, this is need of plants to make food. And one more thing is there. Plants also need the right type of soil to grow in. Yes, plants need water, air, and sun, and plants also need the right type of soil to grow in. Now, in the introduction part, we have seen that plants grow in different places. Yes. Now see, plants grow in cold, hot, as well as in dry places. Means we can see plants in cold places also and in hot, dry places also. Isn't it? And they grow in, means you can see the plants, they grow in rivers, lakes, and in the salty water of oceans. Plants also grow in rivers, lakes, and in the salty water of oceans. Now, plants growing in a certain place survive because they have adaptation suitable to condition of the place. In different places, different plants grow, and plants growing in a certain place survive because they have adaptation suitable to conditions of the place. Now we will see what is adaptation. This is new word for you. You have to underline in your textbook. Now we will see what is meant by adaptation. See, living organisms gradually change their behavior and body parts to adjust with surrounding. Such change is called adaptation. Listen carefully. Living organisms gradually change their behavior and body parts to adjust with surrounding. Such change is called adaptation. Now what is adaptation, we will see. If I give example, you will understand. Fish have gills to breathe air dissolved in water. We have learned about this in grade 3, that fish have gills through which they can, which help, means gills of fish help it to breathe air dissolved in water. That's why fish can live inside the water, in the water. But they cannot survive outside water because they cannot breathe in air outside. And some animals, they can live on land. If they animals which they live on land, they can breathe the air, and the animals which live in water like fish, they can breathe in air which is dissolved in water. So what the body parts help it? The gills. So if we remove fish from the water, they cannot survive outside water because they cannot breathe outside. Now one more example I want to give you. You might be have seen cactus plant. So cactus can survive in desert because they can store water in their stem. Now different plants look different. We will see how. Because of adaptation to suit their surroundings, plants and animals living in different places look different. You can see, means the cactus is looking different, and the plant which we can see, rose and all, it is looking different. Cactus is also plant and rose is also plant, but they look different. This is why there are so many types of plants and animals we can see. Why we can see variety of plants and animals? Because of adaptation. Now see, here some examples I want to give you why different plants look different. See, the leaves of water lily plant that grow in water are thin, big and float in water. You can see here the leaves of water lily plant that grow in water are thin, they are big in size and they float in water. Yes, one more picture I want to show you. And see here, this water lily look different from the cactus. Yes, see, dear student, don't get confused. Actually here you can see the part here, the green part, which is having shape of leaf only, but it is not leaf. Because see, here I have written here, these leaves of water lily look different from the leaves of cactus plant, which are like sharp needles. See, whatever the needle like part you are seeing, those are leaves of cactus. And what you can see here, the green part which is looking like leaf, it is not leaf of the cactus. Actually the needle like means you can see here some sharp needles. Those are leaves of cactus plant. See here, plant which are thin, big and can float in water, but whereas the cactus leaves which are looking like needles. Now we will see plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. The plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. Even in terrestrial plants, depending on the condition in which they grow, there are different types of terrestrial plants. Though plants grow on land, in different places different land type is there. So depending on the conditions in which plants grow, there are different types of terrestrial plants. What are those? Let us see. Terrestrial plants, in which places they grow, according to that their types are there. We can see terrestrial plants in desert, in hills, in plains and in marshy places. You all know that desert, where the climate is dry, soil is also dry. Hills, where the climate is very cold and sometimes snowfall is also there. In plains, how the climate condition you know. And in marshy places means where the soil is, means where clay soil is there and plenty of water is there, and that water does not drain. So always soil is covered with water. So in these places, means desert, hills, plains and marshy places, plants grow. These are called terrestrial plants and these are different from each other. Now we will see one by one, means the plants in desert. You know that most of the soil in desert is dry. If you see in the picture, and even you know that the soil in desert is dry. You have learned in SST lesson, even we learn in grade 3 in types of soil that the soil in desert is dry. Now there is very little water. Why there is very little water? Anybody can give me answer? Yes, because it rarely rains there. In desert place it rarely rains there, that's why there is very little water. Yet plants live and survive in desert. You know that water is basic need of plant, though here little water is there in desert, plants grow there and survive. Dear student, if you have plants pots in your home, if you forgot to water it, it will get dry, you know that. But now here I am saying that plants live and survive in desert, yet there is, means actually in desert very little water is there because rarely rains there. Then also you can see plants are growing there, they live there and they survive in desert. So how they can survive there, we are going to see today. Now you can see different plants in desert also. Some pictures I want to show you. You will be very surprised and happy to see this green color plants, picture of this green color plants, and some are colorful also. So these various types of different plants in the desert can grow and they survive. Now see how they can survive. Let us see. The roots of desert plants are adapted to take in whatever water is available. When we see that what is mean by adaptation. So to survive in certain place, plants or animals or living thing, they change their behavior and they also change in their body parts. That is called, the change is called adaptation. So how plants in desert adapted? We will see. The roots of desert plants are adapted to take in whatever water is available. You can see the different type of roots here. Little in detail we will see this. Now plants like the cactus have roots that spread out just under the surface of surface of the soil. You can see just under the surface of the soil, the roots of cactus plant is spread and they absorb whatever water is available there. And the mesquite bush, or which is called also kikar or babul, has roots that can grow down to more than 20 meters in search of water. See, some desert plants root of some desert plants just they spread under the surface of soil, but some plants like kikar, its root can grow down to more than 20 meters in search of water. I want to show you pictures also. See, and if I will show you next picture, you will understand why I am telling like this. See, you can see here the root of this kikar plant. Kikar means babul. Now see, the root of this kikar can grow down to more than 20 meters in search of water. Now, what are again some changes we will see? In desert plants often have small leaves. You can see here picture. Desert plants often have small leaves. And the leaves of the cactus are like sharp spines. In the beginning also I told you, when we are comparing the plant, water lily plant and cactus, you can see here the leaves of the cactus are like sharp spines. The green part which you are saying, which is looking like leaf, but it is not leaf. The needle like structure you can see, sharp spines, those are leaves of cactus plant. This is only adaptation. What is it? The cactus plant, the part of cactus means, you know that there are different parts of plant, leaf, stem, root and all. So here the leaf part has changed into sharp spines. Yes, and why this is changed we will see. Why the leaves of cactus are looking like sharp spine. This prevents loss of water from the leaves. You know that in summer days the leaves look like dry and all, because in summer days evaporation is there, means plant loses water. How we sweat, means how sweating is there in animals, like that only leaves evaporate plants. In the same way the plants also evaporate, means water loss is there. But in other plants it's okay, but in desert it is very bad, means it will be not good if leaves evaporate water, because already the plants are getting very less water. So whatever the leaves are changed into spines, this prevents loss of water from the leaves. And the cactus store water in thick stem. So see this part you are seeing, the green color part which is looking like leaf, but it is not leaf, it is stem of the cactus, and the cactus store water in thick stem. Now you might be thinking, if the leaves are like spine, so which part of the plant in cactus make food? Are you getting, have you doubt like this? Let us see. So when there is no rain, the cactus uses the stored water in its stem, which is storing, the cactus plant store water in the stem, and when there is no rain, the cactus use the stored water in its stem, and instead of the leaves, the thick stem, the thick green stem of the cactus makes, yes, food. See, the leaves are changed into spines and the stem stores water in it, and instead of leaves, the thick green stem of the cactus make food. So they are changing their behavior, they are changing in their body parts also. This is only adaptation. Now we will see plants in the hills. Means, dear student, just remember there are 4 types of terrestrial plant. Just now we have seen that depending on the places where terrestrial plants go. Do you know what is meant by terrestrial plant? Yes, what is meant by terrestrial plant? The plant that grow on land. But as you know, there are different types of lands. Means, desert is there, hills are there, plains are there, and marshy places are there. Just now we have seen about desert terrestrial plants. Now we will see plants in the hills. It is very cold in water in hilly places like Uttaranchal, Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. You know that it is very cold in winter in hilly places like Uttaranchal, Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. And in some hilly areas there is snowfall also. If you have seen pictures and if you have read in SST lesson and all, you know that in some hilly areas there is snowfall also. Now how plants grow and survive here? The trees that grow here in hilly area, the trees that grow here they have to survive the cold and snow also. Means, just now we have seen that in hilly area the climate is very cold in winter, and in some hilly areas there is snowfall also. So and even that means the climate is like this, but then also plants grow here, and whatever plants grow in the hills, they have to survive the cold and snow. So how they can do? Let us see. They are usually tall and straight. You can see here the plants which grow in the hills, they are usually tall and straight. Listen carefully, students. Today we are going to today you are learning the lesson adaptation. In this we are seeing how plants change their behavior and how they change in their body parts to survive in different climate or different condition. Just now we have seen the plants which grow in desert. Now we are seeing the plants in the hills. In the hills the weather is very cold and sometimes snowfall is also there. So whatever the plants are growing here, they have to survive in cold winter and they have to survive in snowfall also. So whatever plants are growing here, they are usually tall and straight. And instead of flowers, they have cones and therefore they are called conifers. Now see, whatever plants you are seeing around you, they have flowers and all, but in the plants which grow in the hills, that plant have cones. They don't have flowers. Instead of flowers, the plants which grow in hills have cones, and therefore they are called conifers. You can see here this part, this is called cones, and because of this the plants which grow in the hills are called conifers. Now the cones have seeds in them. You can see here I have taken one more picture. In that, this is cone and inside it seeds are there. Means usually we know that flower make seeds. Flower makes seeds, but as in the hills the plants don't have flowers, but instead of flowers they have cones. So that's why they are called conifers, and the cones have seeds in them. And conifers have needle-like leaves that are tough and can survive in cold and snow. You can see here the leaf, how the structure of leaf you see. Whatever leaves you are seeing around you in your means if there is plant, you can see the leaf is flat and all, but the leaves of conifers that grow in hilly area, they have needle-like leaves. Why it is changed like that? Because they have adapted and they survive in tough and cold, because of this needle-like leaves, conifers are tough and they can survive in cold and snow. Okay, dear students, we will see now. This is all we learned today. What is mean by adaptation? Different plants grow in different places and they have to survive in that place. So for that they change in their behavior and they change in their body parts. So all we learn about this in today's lesson. But today's lesson till not covered. It is lengthy lesson and it is very interesting also. So whatever part we have learned today, you have to read that carefully from textbook. And our today's lesson is lesson number 7, adaptation in plants. So you have to underline the new words from the lesson because some new words are there. You have to underline that and you have to learn that. And we are going to continue next part in next session. Thank you.